Hi guys, I hope you watched the penguin video before this video. I promise it's gonna help us. It does pertain to math. You wouldn't think so, but these next few lessons we are gonna be working with penguins and they're gonna help us learn about adding and subtracting numbers up to 20. So basically we're getting into our word problems. And so word problems are those sentences. They don't look like equations, but they're sentences that are actually showing us and telling us what to either add or subtract. So penguins, that video, penguins love to dive off of the ledges to catch fish. We are going to look at some baby penguins today. So let me switch my screen. Let me see. My document camera. All right, so you should be able to see my screen, but let's make sure this. All right, so it says baby penguins. So these are little baby penguins. Look how the baby penguins love to stand on the high and low ice ledges, getting ready to jump into the water. Each ledge has only enough room for 5 babies. So they only have enough room for 5 babies. Let's find out how many baby penguins there are in each of the pictures below. So let me make this a little bit bigger. All right, friends, so I saw on top right away 5, and we know that only 5 can fit on the ledge, right? The high ledge and the low ledge. So this is high, this is low. So I saw 5 on top right away, and then I went, oh, I use computational fluency. So that's basically adding numbers quickly in your brain. Computational fluency, say it. Computational fluency. Computational fluency. So I knew there was 5, 6, 7, 8. So rather than going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I know that 5, I could start with 5 already. 5, 6, 7, 8. I know that 5 plus 3 is what? 8, yeah. So with this, let me see. So I knew there was gonna be 5 on top and 3 on bottom. I thought about it. So how many altogether? There's gonna be 8, yeah. And I also thought about it. How many were missing? If this lower ledge of ice was full, how many were missing? 2 baby penguins, right? Because 3 plus 2 is 5. So let's take a look at some more baby penguins. Let's take a look at this one. Move this one up so that way we don't see it. All right, so take a look at this. How many baby penguins on the top ledge? 5. How many baby penguins on the bottom ledge? 5, yeah. On the high ledge and the low ledge, there's 5 on top, 5 on bottom. So how many altogether? 10, yeah. And I know this rather than counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I use computational fluency to say, oh, 5 plus 5 is 10. We know that, right? It's in our brain now. Let's take a look at our next baby penguins. Oh, how many on top? 5, because it's full, right? How many on bottom? Is it completely full? No. 1 is missing, so what's 5? 1 less than 5? 4. So what's 5 plus 4 then? Let's add it, starting with 5. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, 9, yeah, because we know that if they're not full and 1 is missing, what's 1 less than 10? 9. If you're subtracting and you're like, hey, 10 minus 1, it's 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or you could say 10, 9. Awesome job, guys. All right, let's flip to our adult penguins. So now our adult penguins, we don't need anything quite yet, composition notebook. That is for the worksheet that you'll be doing. So it says, now let's visit the adult penguins. Adult penguins are much bigger and stronger than the babies, and they can dive from higher and bigger ledges. Each ledge has enough room for exactly 10 adult penguins. Oh, so now we're getting into larger numbers because this ledge Baby penguins can only have 5 on a ledge. Adult penguins can have 10 on the top ledge and 10 on the bottom ledge. So the high ledge and the low ledge. So each ledge has enough room for exactly 10 adult penguins. Let's find out how many penguins there are in the pictures below. We'll write an addition combination to show how many in each picture. So let's take a look. Is this ledge completely full? Yeah, let's double check though. I'm gonna count by 2s rather than 1s. We're gonna count by 2s. So I know that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There are 10, so this is completely full. These are, if I circle them, these are pairs. Remember, 2 is a pair, that's an even number. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We have 10 adult penguins on the high ledge. How many adult penguins on the low ledge? 2, right? 2. I see. My brain says, oh, 10. What's 10 plus 2? I'm going to write this in our 1s and 10s place values. So if I were to break this up, this is our 1s place value, and this is our 10s place value. So what's 0 plus 2? Just 2. We can't add anything if we don't have anything up in 0. And let's take a look at our 1s place value. How many 10s do we have? We have 1. So what's our answer? 12. Good job, friends. So we know how to add. We know how to add our 1s. We know how to add our 10s. This is just our review, and what's going to be coming up in the next few lessons are a lot of word problems. So basically, solving the word problems in order to match the pictures. So let's go to this next picture. Take a look at the next picture, friends. Ooh, is this ledge full? It sure is. How many adult penguins can fit on the high ledge? 10. No more than 10. All right, what about the bottom ledge? Let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For some reason, my brain though, I saw this as like half. Do you see if this picture was cut in half? 5 would be over here, 5 would be over here. 5 plus 5 is 10, right? So take a look right here. 5 is over here and 5 are missing. So how many is over here? 5. Let's add this up. You guys are just watching. You don't need to pull out any composition notebooks, not right now. For the worksheet, you will have to though. What's 0 plus 5? 5, so let's drop it down in the 1s place value. And what's 1 plus nothing? Just 1. So how many penguins all together? We could say, oh, that's 10 plus 5 is 15. Good job, guys. Let's go to the next problem. All right, how many penguins on the top ledge? How many adult penguins? 10 adult penguins. I don't see any less than 10. What about, take a look now, how many adult penguins on the bottom ledge? We know if we look at this picture from before, we know it's the same exact picture, but if I were to draw that line all the way down, we know that's 5. 5 plus 1 more is what? 6. Let's double check though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or we can count by 2s. 2, 4, 6. Or since this is 6, we could count by 3s. We could say, hey, 3 plus 3 is what? 6. Yeah, so how many adult penguins? Let's add our 1s column. 0 plus 6 is 6. So there's 6 1s. And how many 10s do we have? Just 1 10. 10 plus 6 is 16. Good job, guys. So there's a worksheet attached. I'm going to show it to you guys. It looks like this. Let's see. So how you're going to do the worksheet is either if you have a printer at home, print the worksheet, or if you don't want to print the worksheet, you're going to use your composition notebook. You're going to open it up. You will then write math. You just have to write math 4-20. Today is April the 20th. It's Monday, April the 20th. And then you're going to just write, you got to make sure you label them. So like 1, rather than rewriting the whole question, you don't have to do that. You're just going to write 1 and then the answer. If you need to show work, I need to see that, my friends. I would love to see that. So that way, if you get it wrong, I can explain That's probably why you're getting it wrong. So let me see. Trying to pull up the page so you guys can see. Here we go. Oh, perfect. Okay, so let me share my screen. I'm going to share my Google screen. All right, you should be able to see this. So it's going to say 4-20. Penguins on a ledge. So number 1 says write an addition combination. So this is the addition combination. Write an addition combination to tell how many penguins are standing on the ledges waiting to dive into the water. So this worksheet is located on the button below. So there's a penguin video, my video that you're watching right now, and then a button below. It says Penguins on Ice Ledges Worksheet. So look at 1. I want you're going to, let's see, even though it says number 1, maybe label this one A, B, C, D. So 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D. And I'll be able to see the answers. I'll be able to see. It's the same thing. It is going to be a little bit tricky without the worksheet, but that's all right. As long as, or you can even write the answers kind of like where the pictures correspond to. So let's go down below. It says there were 10 penguins on the top ledge and 4 penguins on the bottom ledge. How many in all? So 10 plus 4 equals what? Same thing here. There were 10 penguins on the top ledge and 8 penguins on the bottom ledge. How many in all? So plug in the numbers. 10 penguins on top plus 8 penguins on bottom. How many in all? Let's go to the next picture. Or next page. So it says 2, this is a challenge. Solve each of the problems below. So 3 bullet points, you gotta read the problem, look at the picture, solve the problem. You need to use numbers, words, or pictures to show your thinking. So can you just give me the answer? Nope, you need to use numbers, words, or pictures. And then it says write the answer. So this one's labeled, which is nice. It says 2A. There are 16 penguins on the ice ledges. Some of them jumped into the water. How many penguins jumped into the water? So how many? All right, and then we have, you're gonna have to give me numbers. You're gonna have to draw pictures. I wanna see blank penguins jumped into the water. So rather than just give me the answer, I want you to write this sentence. So how many ever penguins you came up with? Penguins jumped into the water. Same thing with B. There were some penguins on the ice ledges. 4 of them jumped into the water. How many penguins were on the ice ledge before 4 jumped into the water? And then you're gonna write this rather than just the answer. You're gonna say there were blank penguins on the ice ledges before the 4 jumped in. Awesome. Short and sweet, friends, but we will be working with lots of word problems these next few weeks.